Hello folks, very quick, rather impromptu Tall Ship Tuesday today. I'm out here at our T-head dock in Alexandria, where we've moved back to from the District Wharf in DC. And as you can see, we have our mainsail sort of set at the dock, and that's because it's downrigging time and we're starting to pull canvas out of the rig. And before we pull that whole big mainsail down, we want it to air out. So we just set it at the dock, and I'm going to take you around and show you some of the canvas we've pulled out already. You can see behind me, furled down on the T-head of the dock there, is our topsail. So let's go take a closer look at it and kind of check out what we've got going on today. All right, so here's our topsail sitting down on the dock. As you can see, we kind of have it furled up and tied together with gaskets. It's not the tidiest job ever, but that's fine. We just did it like that to bring it down from the loft, get it off of the actual yard, and then pretty soon we're gonna lay it all out and flake it down nicely for winter storage. Behind me here is one of our jibs, one of our headsails. I think this is the outer jib, but I could be wrong. Doesn't really matter. But you can see how big it is when it's actually out of the rig and laid out to dry on the dock. You can also, again, see behind me a little bit of our mainsail that we have set to dry out and just to air before we furl it. So this is another one that we're going to probably pull out somewhere else, maybe to the park down there, lay it all out, furl it nicely, and then store it down for the winter until next spring, when we'll bring it back and uprig and attach it to whatever jib stay it goes to, and run its halyard and its downhaul and its sheets, and then it'll be good to go for the 2023 season. And here's another jib, give you a little bit of a sense of scale. Here's a rather large fishing type trawler boat, and our jib, our headsail, as you can see, has a much larger footprint than that entire boat in terms of square footage. So this is another one that's sitting out to dry. I think this one might be our inner, but I could be wrong. And we're gonna flake it down and bring it to storage. Here behind me is just some of the line that we've pulled out of the rig. As you can see, there is quite a bit of it. This is all jib halyards, jib sheets, jib downhauls. It's the gear for the topsail, so that's on Providence, Clewlands, and Buntlands. We have space to rig Leachlands, but we don't usually rig them. It's also topsail sheets. So basically, it's a lot of running rig, the things that control and hoist the sails, as opposed to standing rig, which stabilizes the masts. And we will be downrigging our topmast and our topsail yard probably within the next couple of days. So some of that standing rig is going to come down then. But this just gives you an idea of just how much line it takes to run even a small tall ship like Providence, being a sloop with only one mast. And there behind me is our head rig, totally bare of canvas for the first time all season, and it's going to remain that way basically until the spring, when we start hauling our jibs out and rebending them on. So that's about it. That's the 2022 season. It's a wrap, and we'll be back next year. Come sailing with us.